Ben Mankiewicz joins us.
What's going on?
We need to be on the record before the game happens.
Okay.
First, are you ready for an on-the-record prediction or no?
Sure. The Cardinals have played great, and I think 7 points is a lot, and I'm not sure that the Cardinals are going to continue to roll up points. But the Cardinals also haven't played a defense this good, so I think the Steelers will win, and my hunch is it'll be fairly close, 23-17, in that range.
There it is. Prediction, 23-17, Mankiewicz calls it. So you're going under on the points, which is about 46.5.
Yeah, I took it up to 47 and took the under.
Okay, and you're saying you think the Steelers are likely to win, but not by 7 points.
Yes.
All right, so Ben, let's get to the beef here. If the Steelers do win, that's an if, right?
Right.
Will they be the greatest football team ever in the history of football?
Well, it's a very interesting. It's an interesting question, and I think there is a. I was ready to answer a slightly different question, but I'm eager to answer this one as well. They're right there. And in fact, I read an argument that they're the greatest sports team ever. Mm-hmm. But I don't think, despite the fact that that it's harder to compete in the parity of the NFL than it is in baseball, that I don't think you can beat the Yankees for best sports team ever. Although you can make a case that the playing field is different. But they are right there, and I think I would probably rank them first. And I think, though, I think they have taken first place. It's like in tennis, when you're number one in the computer rankings for such a long time, and you lose a tournament, you're still number one because you were dominant, you got to figure that, that when he was at the top of his game, Roger Federer had to lose a lot of tournaments in a row to lose the number one ranking, right? Mm-hmm. But at some point, you could lose it. And I think the 49ers have had too many straight years of not just mediocrity, but actually dreadfulness, that they have lost their hold on the number one spot.
So you think it was clearly the 49ers and not the Cowboys before?
I think the Cowboys also have had too many periods of mediocrity. I think it is a three-team race. But I think arguably if you put the Steelers here, this will be Super Bowl 6, right?
They will have the most amount of Super Bowls. Yes, it'll be the 6th Super Bowl if they win.
And they have only been defeated in it once, right?
That's right.
Although, again, that's a misleading record because it's good to lose in it because it means you got there. Mm-hmm. But the Cowboys have had... First of all, I'm tempted to vote against the Cowboys just because the Cowboys have the hype machine. Mm-hmm. The Cowboys have America's team. It's a three-team race, and I don't know. It is very close when I looked at this a couple weeks ago. But I would say if the Steelers win, that they could argue at number one. They've had periods of significant ineffectiveness during the 80s, sort of after the 4 Super Bowls by Noel. And that's sort of what the Niners are going through now, although the Steelers weren't ever that consistently bad. The Cowboys have also had some peaks and valleys and some dreadfulness. And the Cowboys have also had a sense of massively underachieving so much recently that was a significant reason for me to move them out of the top spot.
All right, let me give you some numbers here that are amazing. In the modern era, since the AFL-NFL merger in 1970, the Steelers have posted the best record in pro football. The franchise has won the most total games, the most divisional titles, earned the best winning percentage, including every expansion team, even though they've played for less time. They've earned the most All-Pro nomination and are tied for the most Super Bowl wins, which they could now get with the 6th. They would be alone in that category since the modern game started in 1970. And they also have the second overall in playoff wins and season game wins as well. That's pretty convincing, Kate.
Yeah, it's pretty convincing. There is something other than straight numbers about this. And there was a degree of dominance for as long as the Niners had it, with 2 whole sets of teams. Rice was there pretty much the whole time, except in the very beginning. But, 2 completely different quarterbacks that had me sort of putting the Niners there. Although, if you encompass everything, because the Niners, before Montana's arrival, with a couple of exceptions, were not very good. And then since Steve Young left, with a couple of exceptions, a couple of fine years from Jeff Garcia, they haven't been very good again. Yeah. But their dominance was so intense in that period that I would be tempted to actually put them first.
Right.
But I'm not now. My vote is for the Steelers.
Right. And right now, in the last 7 years, by the way, they've gone to the playoffs 5 times. They've gone to the AFC Championship game 3 times, and now they're in the Super Bowl twice. Yeah. And if they win it, I think it's over. For the moment being until next year, right? But it'll be the Steelers, the greatest football team in the history of football.